Alright, so today I want to quickly talk about bodyweight lunging, specifically a form of lunging that's common in bodyweight workouts like T25 or some of the other workouts that you can get online. Now this is technically just one form of lunging. There are many different directions you can lunge in. This is the most common one. We typically call this a sagittal plane lunge. Biggest thing to remember about this, and the biggest thing that I see in some of my clients and my patients, is the idea that the knee kind of travels past the toes, which in and of itself, not a problem. But if you've had knee pain, or if you do a large amount of lunges, it's worthwhile to try and take a little bit better advantage of your own body's body mechanics. So in this case, two things that I want you to pay attention on. One is how far the knee is going to translate, and the other one too, so we're going to have a side view this whole time. I want you to make sure that this knee does not come inside. So as you are lunging, don't let that knee come inside. You need to make sure you pay attention to your kneecap. Keep it going outwards during this whole activity. So with this starting position, to learn how to do this technique properly, I always tell people, I don't care if you've done 500 lunges, you have no trouble doing that. You start off with some sort of supporting surface, like a chair or a counter or something of that sort. You need to start off there to try and train your nervous system to work a little bit more appropriately with these mechanics. So start off holding on to that. You're going to need to split your legs wide enough, so it's usually a lot wider than people think, to allow your back knee to be able to come down without your front knee loading forward. So what it'll look like is like this. You're going to try and touch down that back knee while keeping your body a nice upright posture, like so, and keeping that knee from coming inside. So starting position is just stationary. You get really efficient at that, then the next step for you, sometimes what I'll do is I'll introduce a furniture slider, or I'll just have them move right into the next one, is the ability to come from standing and then go into a reverse lunge or back lunge from here. So this drives the idea that your weight is going backwards and downwards rather than forwards, like so, which is where most people end up doing. Once you're able to get the idea of stepping back, lunging backwards, the next step is learning how to be able to do that forwards. And of course at this time, you no longer need to hold on to anything once you're able to do it stationary, and of course be able to step behind you. Now you have to apply that going forward. Typically people's first response, they go forward, so they load like this. So you need to remember what you learned in the stationary and what you learned in the reverse lunge. Step forward, make sure that the position is going to be accurate in terms of coming down, and then lunge. And then lunge.